The morning routine on this trip every day was Jim gets up really early in the morning and gets ready to go. Then he has to wait for me and Kevin. Then Kevin gets up and gets ready to go. Then both Kevin and Jim have to wait for me. Then I get up and get ready to go. But there's nobody for me to wait on. So we just go. There was talk around the water cooler this morning that Jim was going to let Kevin ride the Harley today. When we pulled over, it became a discussion of whose GPS was taking us on the correct route, mine or Kevin's. I lost. I could tell by Kevin's face he wasn't buying my excuses. Then the moment Kevin was waiting for finally came. I don't know which I found more entertaining, the huge smile on Kevin's face going from one side of his helmet to the other, or watching Jim cuss Kevin's motorcycle.
I'm looking at the f***ing mirror too.
As we sat there waiting for Kevin to get rolling, Jim grew more impatient. He wanted this test ride to get over with as soon as possible. I could hear Jim cussing from all the way back there when he couldn't find the foot pegs. Kevin was in Harley heaven. While Jim was having a motorcycle nightmare. "55 miles later, the fun was over for Kevin, and Jim was sore.
My hands are numb. Talk about getting my squash squished.
Then Kevin had to hand the keys back over to Jim. But one thing made Jim forget about his aches and pains: a little more shopping.
It's one of the largest flat top mesas in the world.
Really?
Uh-huh. Are you guys going over 65 and down the other side?
I'd come.
We're working our way towards Black Canyon.
He's our navigator. I don't know if that's a good idea, but he's our navigator.
Yeah, we're going to go down.
As we dropped down into the valley off of the Grand Mesa, Kevin looked over towards the right and said, "Those are some of the largest mine tailings I've ever seen." I said, "I'm pretty sure that's all natural, not mine tailings." which sparked a debate that lasted for days. I knew they weren't mine tailings, but I didn't know officially what all of those yellowish dirt hills were. Kevin asked me how I knew they were natural. I felt like I was about to lose another argument, so I needed to pull out the big guns. I told Kevin I was a geologist. I had no idea I would be hung out to dry for that little white lie 10 days later into this trip. Since Jim wasn't connected to Kevin's and my helmet intercom, he was wondering what all the arm waving and finger pointing was all about as Kevin and I argued for the next 2 hours, until we reached the amazing Black Canyon of the Gunnison.